Daniella Squicquero is back with me with our business report, and it's good to see you again this week, Daniella. How are you?
Always great to be here, Betsy. Thanks so much.
Yes. So we're going to talk a little bit about, as we are working toward recovery, which is a great word because we're excited to kind of get through this, but there was an industry that was hit particularly hard, which of course was our local restaurant scene. So tell us about some upcoming events that we can support them in getting back on their feet.
Absolutely. Well, Betsy, as you mentioned, the restaurant industry was hit particularly hard. Restaurants, tourism, all of that really dealt a heavy blow in COVID. And of course, everybody was looking to 2021 as sort of this clean line. But of course, we also know that we are not in the post-COVID world yet. And I don't know that we'll see that anytime soon, but we are experiencing some recovery. Of course, we know vaccinations have begun. People are responding overall in what I understand is quite well to this. And this is giving a sense of, if not normalcy, maybe a little bit of confidence, which we all need right now.
Yes.
And for that, perfectly timed Restaurant Week is this week. It runs through the 27th, and this industry, as we talked about, needs some help as much as we can give it. And of course, it's not all altruistic, right? We're going to get to enjoy some wonderful food,
right,
see some friends, socially distanced, of course, and there are also takeout options for those who are not yet comfortable being in person, sitting down, dining in. So there are restaurants from Hilton Head Island to Bluffton. The Surge Group, of course, is a big participant here. A number of restaurants in Bluffton are on the list. So if you visit that website, which of course is the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber of Commerce, that is the Restaurant Week, and it runs this whole week through the 27th. And speaking of the 27th and events, Lot 9, in conjunction with their neighbor there, Russo's Fresh Seafood, is holding, as I believe you mentioned in the headlines, Betsy,
right,
a winter fest, which is going to be great. All you can eat oysters. Check out that website for that and more details, but that is also another opportunity to support our local businesses, and there are plenty coming down the line. But this week, it's all about eating, drinking, being merry, and staying safe.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year, always. So that's exciting. And you've touched before, as you've been with us doing the business report, about the SCORE opportunity that you have shared. And so kind of talk about that for 2021. And then I also know you have some hiring opportunities you wanted to touch on as well.
Sure. So quickly, SCORE of the Lowcountry is holding, as I've mentioned, some workshops. And the reason that I like to highlight these is because they are full of so much great information for our businesses in a time when, A, they're held virtually, so business owners who may not be able to have visited in person in the past can attend and take advantage of this information. So coming up here for the last one of the month is a workshop on hiring in 2021. One of the mentors of SCORE, Linda Klingman, who is an employment professional, is going to be talking about not only handling obstacles, but the things that we learned in 2020 and being able to achieve your goals for your customers and for your employees in 2021. So that's coming up. And then following that in March is going to start their social media series, which again, everything's virtual, everything's digital, critical information there. And then quickly, as you mentioned, an organization that is as visible as our own Bluffton Police Department, they are hiring. They put out the call recently, and so for those who are looking to either make a career shift or who have had an interest, there is a national shortage of police force, and so our very own boys and girls at home are hiring right now, and so I would encourage anyone with an interest to go and take a look at that.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Daniella. That's great information, as always.
My pleasure.